Can everybody hear me? Yeah, boy. Can you hear me now? All right, excellent. All right, everyone. Welcome to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes. Had a bit of an issue with the audios and the stream and everything. Haven't done a live stream on YouTube in a minute. You should do it on Rumble, but now I'm back on YouTube. All right, so we're going to talk about a few things, and this is the special Thanksgiving edition. What I mean by that is what's called Thanksgiving clapbacks. All right, so Thanksgiving clapbacks. That's just simply like a social media trend. It started on Twitter and I think Facebook as well, where people would post up their different like jokes and stuff during Thanksgiving or even any other holiday like Christmas, for example. But the most popular one is Thanksgiving. But before we begin with that, we're gonna go over through some news today that's been talked about. Prime example, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, as soon as I get everything nicely worked and all that, just give me a moment. Just got to get some monitoring done. All right. Gotta make sure. Oh, welcome, Sharon or Sharon. Okay, that's not the particular drop that I wanted, but let me see this one. I'm on a bit of a delay right now, so please bear with me. There we go. That's the one I want. Ooh, that's embarrassing. I don't have the banner text right now. So let me go ahead and fix this right quick. Hey John, how you doing? All right, just give me one moment. All right, just going ahead and stick with this until the break. All right, so I'm going to talk about a few things when it comes to Disney. All right, so we all know about Bob Iger now taking over after Bob Chapek was fired, and now we see here that Disney has been hit with an antitrust suit claiming Hulu and ESPN deals were inflating prices of live stream TV. All right. So I can definitely believe that because, it's like recently Disney started getting greedy. I won't say recently, it's been like that for like the past few years. So even decades if you go to the theme parks. Okay. So Deadline reports this stating that a group of YouTube TV subscribers has filed an antitrust lawsuit against Disney, claiming that the company's business deals with competitors have inflated the amount consumers pay for streaming live TV services. In other words, inflated mean the prices were rising too high. Okay, they were too high. They were for people to afford them, and it's like basically they're not getting their money's worth. And they often keep charging and higher prices for services that didn't even match the prices itself. Okay, to continue with this, says the plaintiffs from 4 states claim that because Disney requires streamers, including YouTube TV, to include ESPN in base packages, they are paying extra more for their subscriptions than they should. All right. The 82-page class action complaint filed this week in the U.S. District Court in San Francisco alleges that Disney's control of both ESPN and Hulu has allowed the conglomerate, which is another big fancy word of a huge corporation, to inflate prices market-wise by raising the prices of its own products and also set a price floor. Okay, so this is just another example of a company. Not sure if it was either, I think it was probably under Bob Chapek, or as they call Bob Paycheck, trying to get the focus on the streaming. And it was like several conference calls from the quarter earnings calls that they made that he mentioned this, the rising of prices with Hulu and ESPN, as well as with Disney Plus, with raising the rate for the current non-ad tier subscription, and then the current price for that we have for the highest one, that's going to be for the ads. Okay, so yeah, Disney has a lot on their hands and stuff right now. So according to the suit, together these Carnage agreement mandates, which now cover all of Disney's leading competitors in the SLPTV market, allow Disney to use ESPN and Hulu to set a price floor in the SLPTV market and to inflate prices market wide by raising prices of its own products. And this is exactly what Disney has done in the past 3 years since it took operational control of Hulu. Hulu. Since Disney acquired operational control over Hulu in May 2019, the complaint adds that prices across the SLP TV market, including for YouTube TV, have doubled. So basically, they're raising the prices, and the people are not liking it. I'll be honest with you. I bought Disney Plus when it was about, I want to say $5 or $6 and everything. No ads or any of that, Also, I bought it starting off with, watching The Mandalorian and also watching the classic Marvel shows and cartoons I watched as a kid. But now my subscription is gone because of the recent events. I wouldn't even call it recent. It actually happened like about almost 2 years ago, And now we see that they're doing the basic not YouTube, the basic Netflix move where they're going ahead and add more content, and then they decide to go ahead and raise prices. All right. And they're trying to get the focus onto streaming. Now, mind you, it's comparing this to like other platforms like HBO Max. Disney is trying to run like 3 different platforms: Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, and they expect people, and they continue to raise the prices and stuff, expecting people to go ahead and buy all 3 packages, knowing good and well that people are not going to go for the fact that we're not going to accept it, or they may think that we are able to make sacrifices in order to get these subscriptions because the content that they have up there is worth it, when in reality it's not. So continues saying that more than 5 million subscribers included trials. YouTube TV is the largest provider of streaming live paid television series. Disney and YouTube TV reached a new deal late last year after a carriage dispute that led to ESPN going dark on the streamer for 2 days. The agreement came weeks after Roku and YouTube parent Google ended a distribution impasse, and 2 months after YouTube TV NBC Universal deal that avoided a blackout of the Comcast Open company's channels. Okay. So the plaintiffs include Heather Biddle of California, Jeffrey Kaplan of Arizona, Zachary Roberts of Indiana, and Joel Wilson of Kentucky are seeking unspecified damages against Disney and demanding a jury trial. So in other words, we got people who most likely have been affected by inflation, or may not have been affected by inflation, who are actually going after the company after they continue to raise their prices and rates for their subscriptions. Wow, we have so far 21 viewers here. Glad to have you all here. Go ahead and drop your names in the live chats below. Let me know your thoughts about this. So yeah. Now, not is there more Disney trouble and stuff with the lawsuit after Bob Chapek was gone, but now we also see that the Disney stock falters on day 2 of Bob Iger reboot, as investors gauge impact gauge impact of the CEO shuffle. So we know the whole story about the whole thing. Bob Chapek has been fired. He's gone. Now Bob Iger's back for a 2-year deal as the CEO. And then there's also rumors swirling that, those who hated Bob Chapek, who are on the board of directors, wanted him gone. So they put out there a whole vote of non-confidence and stuff. And then, the votes came to, they made it to total where Bob Chapek had to go, you know. And now we also see rumors where there's people who are anti Bob Iger still working for the company and on the board. And there's rumors out there stating that, you know, there's going to be people possibly putting out their leaks about what's happening within the company itself with movies, shows, amusement parks, so on and so forth. All right. And this includes Lucasfilm as well as Marvel Studios. All right. So Deadline reports here that Disney stock faded more than 1% on the second day of Bob Iger's return engagement as CEO, reflecting investors' divergent outlooks on the media giant's prospects. Now, here's my issue with it. For the past months, if not couple of years, Disney stock has been falling. We've been seeing it for ourselves. It's been falling. It was started off like somewhere around 200 something. Now it's back to 100 or below $100 a share. Okay. This is due to the fact that people are not confident in what this is putting out there anymore, you know. And when that happens, that's when the stock itself tanks. All right. And we've seen that on several different occasions. All right. But when they somehow, whatever, you know, Bob Iger came aboard and stuff, and it was announced, suddenly, you know, a lot of media out there reported that the Disney stock has gone up. But now we see that day 2 of him being as CEO again, it starts falling by 1%. I wouldn't even be surprised if it falls even further. Because guess what? Bob Iger is the one behind all the craziness that we have in Disney right now, whether it's Lucasfilm, the phase 4 of the MCU, or as I say, the MCU. Okay, all of this that's been happening now, phase 4 been planned under him years ago, before he left as CEO, before he retired. A lot of people don't even know that because of the fact that they're blinded to that part. No one told them that. So shares in the Dow component finished at $96.21, down 1.4% on more than twice the normal trading value. The downbeat session made Disney one of the few laggards in the media sector during an overall up day for the broader market. Iger's stunning return to the company has led as CEO. Wait a minute. Let me stop right there right quick. It's not of a surprise because of the fact that so many of us have actually tuned in and also paid attention to the rumors and stuff that's been put out there that Disney's going to look to get Bob Iger back as CEO. I've been seeing this for like months now, you know, and the people who said that, they were right because of the fact that, you know, there's people on YouTube and stuff who heard about the rumors saying that Bob Iger may come back and that Bob Chapek may be gone, and we only saw this past week to come to fruition. So it's nothing new. It's nothing surprising. But at the same time, it's still disappointing. But it's crazy about the fact that the one man that they fired, they had no confidence in him. And then they brought in the original guy who started all this mess that we see now. As I continue, Iger's stunning return to the company he led as CEO for 2005 and 2020, replacing Bob Chapek as after an up and down 2.5 years has heightened many employees at the company as well as investors. In other words, the people who are the employees and investors, they're the ones who are pro Bob Iger, who basically they're all just woke employees and woke investors from places like BlackRock, for example. The stock jumped 6% on Monday, though it gave back some of its gains over the course of the trading day. Bulls and bears have been sitting through the business challenges facing Iger as he retakes the controls. The next 2 years yes, my wife is in the chat right now. The next 2 years at Disney will be challenging. Rich Greenfield of Lightshed Partners wrote in a blog post, Iger is coming back to a vastly different landscape than when he departed in early 2020. I wouldn't even say it was different landscape. The only difference I saw from is the fact that Peter Rice was fired from it. That's about it. You know, I mean, yeah, it might be calling it vastly different because of the fact that the focus has been put on to streaming as well as money management from the company when it comes to putting like the different films and stuff. But here's the thing, though: the film stuff that's been done, those were done like pre Chapek. Marvel Studios, they rushed. It wasn't just Bob Chapek rushing different projects. It was also Marvel Studios as well. We saw that from the visual effects department for the different movies and films, but that's another story for a different day. So it says here, Iger's coming back to a vastly different landscape than when he departed in early 2020. Among his recommendations for Iger is trying to unload ESPN and ABC because they're dwindling linear subscriber bases in an era of 6% annual cord cutting, and if many people cut cable and turn on to streaming. If interest rates or other economic factors stymie a sale, he said significant costs should be implemented, including staying out of the next round of NBA budding for a rights package starting in 2025. So this is stems from the issues with trying to get ownership rights with the NBA and everything, trying to bring more NBA games to ABC as well as other Disney owned outlets, And it talked about, and it goes in detail about the how much of an effect that it has on the streaming, where the president of EMJ Capital told CNBC he doesn't see any quick fixes for Disney under Iger, leaving aside trading activity during the Chapek era. Okay, they say it was complicated by COVID. He said the company's stock has been stuck in the $100 range for several years. The company, he says, is potent but declining linear TV asset in ESPN, as well as obligations to fund streaming efforts like Disney Plus. So in other words, they all got their priorities mixed up in a bunch, and they can't focus on one thing. Instead, they got to do everything all at once. But I don't even think this is what's actually happening. It's the fact that there's people out there, and Deadline is good for this because of the fact that they're also part of the establishment media, going out there and doing cover-ups for them. But in reality, we actually see that people don't like the content anymore. We're tired of the whole woke agenda that's put out there, and they're following the ESG model. That's why Disney's been in the tank for like under $100 for the past several years. Whether it's Disney content or the MCU or Marvel Studios, as well as Lucasfilm. But it's like they're not gonna be willing to see this because they're gonna just keep ignoring it, and we're not gonna actually see any changes from it. So what happens? We all jump ship. We all jumped ship from Disney. We also jumped ship from Lucasfilm. And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to see some of the movies and stuff that the Marvel Studios was gonna put out there, like for example, Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. But from the trailer I saw, it's like, it's just basically the same old. Let me know your thoughts about this whole thing, And I agree, Guillermo. Everything does seem so messed up. It is messed up. Abraham, you're right. It is absolutely insane. I'm going through the comments as we speak right now. But I'm going to take a quick break right quick, and I'll be right back with more stories, okay? Stick around, and also if you enjoy the content I put out there and you join the stream right now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. I will be right back. Whew. All right. Glad to have you all here. It's not over. Like they said, Donald, I'm still here, just had a break. Thank you all for joining here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is like the most people I've had for my live stream on YouTube. All right. I'll go ahead and get on to the next story. So this comes from Bleeding Cool. All right. It comes from Bleeding Cool, where DC Comics is suggesting creators to move from Twitter to Hive. Okay. So it says here, Bleeding Cool gets the word that DC Comics has encouraged its talent pool to make Hive accounts and build their audience using the hashtag Comics Twitter. Y'all know what's actually happening here, right? DC Comics, they're looking to go ahead and continue to create woke content. I wonder what David Zaslav is saying about this. Is he behind this, or is he just now learning about it because of the fact that Warner Brothers also owns DC Comics? Not only the films, comics also. So, of course, Hive is yet to have a web presence just on iOS and Android apps, but there are always a means, okay? So, however, it appears that someone else has already grabbed the DC Comics and DC addresses on Hive. Indeed, the DC Comics address is currently owned by someone called Marvel Studios. I expect, and they also expect that DC will have a sort that out with Hive before they go all in. Okay, so basically, it seems to me that somebody up there is possibly going ahead and trying to prevent DC from being biased with their content. You know, we've seen that with the I Am Not Starfire comics and all of that. We've also seen that with Superman's bisexual son, which is going to be canceled soon. And now we see this mess. It's not surprising though. I had an idea something like this might happen. Just when downloading the Hive app, make sure you get the Hive Social one and not the one that was downloaded for managing the personal thermostat temperature remotely. Okay. Now, I've never been on the Hive app. I've heard of it, but never been up there. But it was launched back in 2019 by Cassandra Pop and her team of developers wanted to create a user-friendly multimedia sharing platform that has a chronological home feed. However, until the beginning of 2021, the app only had 15,000 users, then doubling in a month when got a couple of viral TikTok and tweets. However, that wasn't it for Hive until Elon Musk started playing with Twitter like a kitten bats around a dorm mouse, and suddenly a mastodon needing work, Hive became the recipient of all manner of social media folk seeking refuge from what Twitter has become. So in other words, we see people who left Twitter after Elon Musk came aboard and bought it and owned it, and now they're on Hive. You know, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of bots on this Hive app. Okay. And it seems to me DC Comics is starting to get a little more desperate. Okay. And I could have sworn David Zaslav wanted it to be apolitical. He doesn't want anything political or politically biased to do with the company or like DC Comics. He did the same thing with CNN. I mean, granted, I haven't watched CNN lately, but I've heard a lot of people up there who are big people up there are gone now. Yes, Donnell, it was because of Elon Musk. That's why they left Twitter and they went on ahead and joined Hive. And it's like, it's not only people who are like, users, but also, a number of celebrities have fled, whether they fled or even kicked off by Elon Musk. I know one thing, woke is dying. It's dying slowly, but it's dying nevertheless. Okay. And I've been listening to a lot of people out there who have insiders talking about the current culture. And it's like, and this is like saying for DC. DC is further ahead than Disney. I mean, Warner Brothers is further ahead than Disney. DC is further ahead with trying to get back to audience-centered content than Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm combined. Why? Because we got somebody at the top who owns majority of the company, making the moves, making the rules, and all of that. David Zaslav made bigger and better moves than Bob Chapek did because of the fact that Bob Chapek had a board of directors breathing over his shoulders 24/7. And I guarantee you all, Bob Chapek was fired because of the fact that he was about to make his next move in downgrading as well as firing people and getting rid of people. I guarantee you all that's what happened. That's probably what happened. Okay. But other than that, it is what it is. Go woke, go broke. They don't see it like that. They want people to invest in different things that has something to do with the environment, social change, as well as gender equality. I don't have anything against gender equality, but my thing is, don't do it in a manner where you believe yourself to be better than another gender. A lot of us men haven't seen ourselves as being better than the opposite gender. We've already seen ourselves as equal, but the thing is, many of the modern day feminists and everything, as well as people who are on that platform, they want to show how women are better than men. We've seen that in films. We've seen that in shows. And I'll tell you this right now, both men and women don't want any of that. Why the heck did he buy Twitter? Well, and this is a good question, Maxwell. The reason why he bought Twitter is because of the simple fact that it was too much censorship going on up there. He wanted to go ahead and create something. He wanted to go ahead and buy Twitter and change it back into that which was before the censorship. Okay, not only to get rid of the censorship, but also to get rid of all the bots and the scammers and all of that. That's why he went on ahead and fired a lot of Twitter employees, because of the fact that they weren't doing their jobs. They were just going there for play instead of work. In other words, they were just making like buttloads of money while doing easy work, living on easy street. While there's people out there who are either celebrities or even regular everyday citizens being censored on Twitter. You want to bring free speech back to Twitter, and also when doing that, he caught a lot of flack from people on both sides of the aisle, both the left and the right, especially the left. I won't say the far left because of the fact that, the only ones who are upset about the left are the liberals, liberal Democrats, that is. I'm apolitical. I don't swing left. I don't swing right. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Y'all would call me an independent. I wouldn't even consider that myself. I'm unaffiliated with any party. So that's why he went on ahead and bought Twitter. It was a long process for him to buy Twitter as well, where he had to go through several legal hurdles, and also he put out there different accusations of, bots, too many bots being up there. And then it was like he shared a tweet today with a video of him finding t-shirts at Twitter headquarters that were t-shirts that say #stay woke. Thanks, Marvin. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all your support, everybody that's here. So I'm going to go ahead and take another break. And after this break, I'm going to get right into the Thanksgiving clapback. All right. So if you enjoy what I share with you this evening on live, go ahead and drop the comments on live chat. And also, if you haven't done so, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. I will be right back, everyone. back. I am back. All right, so now we're here with moment where you have been waiting for, Thanksgiving clapbacks. What is Thanksgiving clapbacks, you ask? Well, Thanksgiving clapbacks is a social media trend that took place since, I want to say, 2015 or 2010. Started on Twitter, where a lot of people up there from Black Twitter, if you will, created posts that evolved around Thanksgiving of memes and everything that were based on what one family member may say to another one. Okay, the older family member what might say to the younger family member. All right. So these are all jokes, and some of them a little more explicit than others. So just to go ahead and keep my monetization going and all of that, I'm not going to say the words, but they're going to be shown on the screen and everything. Okay. All right. Appreciate that, Brandy. All right, so I'll go ahead and share the screen. It may not come up perfectly. All right. So we're going to start off with the top ones and then get to the latest. Okay. So it says here, cousin, another plate? Me, another DUI? All right, so that was pretty funny, okay? And I'm gonna let y'all know, we might see some up here that are from a few years ago, but they could still be funny. Like this, for example, saying, you keep eating like that, you'll get fat. Me, I see you speak from experience. That's messed up, but it's funny at the same time. All right, an hour ago, cousin, you know those vaccines don't work, right? Me, well, mate, that two things that don't work, huh? Aunt, you be looking like you be looking a little heavy. I thought you were going to the gym. Me, you be looking a little heavier too. I thought the Herbalife was going great. These are good ones so far. I'm not gonna lie. Family member, you need to raise that GPA. Me, you need to raise them kids. Oh, they're going below the belt with this one. They're really going below the belt with this one. All right, let me see if I can add if I can change this up a bit for the search. So hashtag Thanksgiving clapbacks on Twitter. Go ahead, check them out. All right, still no kids, huh? Me, another kid. Excuse me. Another kid with another guy, huh? Dig. Auntie, I heard you got an OnlyFans. Me, yeah, and your boyfriend's my top fan. Oh, that's bad. That's below the belt. That's messed up. It's funny, but dig. Also, don't forget to go ahead and share this live stream with everybody on Twitter and and everyone's social media, y'all. Cause these some good ones. All right. You still writing your little books? Me. You still doing your little OnlyFans? Not the auntie doing OnlyFans. My goodness. My goodness. Not the auntie. Auntie. We see a lot of auntie and scenarios going on up here. My goodness. We see what's going on in these houses for Thanksgiving. Auntie, you need to hurry up and get some babies. Me, you need to hurry up and find the daddy of yours. Dang. All right. All right. When are you getting your life together? Me, when you getting your marriage together? And they got Batman up here choosing the violence option on iPhone. I'm weak. Oh, yeah, I agree. That was savage, though. Me after I fix my to-go plate, walk by the family members, don't act like I don't like, and clap back at my auntie who want to be in my business. Oh, oh, I see. Buy Bitcoin is trending right now. Oh, snap. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get into that this week. We got a goodie from the oldie but goodie. Isn't that your third plate? Isn't that your third husband? It's still funny to this day. I like that. Yeah. Uncle, when you gonna start dressing like a grown up? Me, when you gonna stop chasing little girls? Yeah, y'all be wilding up here. Y'all be wilding. Uncle, you still ain't finished school. Still ain't learned to stick to one woman yet. Oh. Okay, that got me. That got me. Auntie, you still live with your mama, huh? Me, I see your husband still ain't come back home. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a low vibration on plate. I would never give my man that. Oh, that's why he left you for your cousin, because I hear he eats everything. Wow. Man. Auntie, all these young people know how to get divorced. All these young people know how to get is divorced. You're next. Me, all these elders dying. You're next. Let the little kids eat they plate first. Me. And they flipping them off. Oh my goodness. And here's a classic right here with Michael Jackson in the photo. Aunt, dang, you could have dressed a little better. Me, you could have seasoned this chicken a little better. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow because this is just the day before Thanksgiving. I guarantee you all there's gonna be many more of them up here. Oh my goodness. If you prefer pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume you the feds. I agree with that one. Pumpkin pie sucks. Sweet potato pie is way better. Neville almost choked in the chat. Be careful, Neville. All right, Auntie, when you gonna settle down and get married and have kids? Me, when your husband gonna come out and tell you about them 2 kids he had behind your back? Oh my goodness. When your girlfriend walks in and your uncle says, "That's you, nephew," me. Oh, oh. When a family member who owes you money asks you, "What are you bringing for Thanksgiving?" Me, these hands. They got them in rubber and aluminum foil. Oh, yeah, I might need some water too with that. Yeah, somebody comment in the chat telling me somebody get him some water. Mom, kids eat first. Me, shucks. Let me go to the lady to see if there's anything there. All right. I have to scroll up. Your annoying A cousin says, "You still single?" Quote this tweet with your reply. Oh, that came from Paige that's trying to do them. I might pop back in tomorrow to see what those are about. Oh, week. These been some good ones so far. Comment below if you want me to do another Thanksgiving clapback special tomorrow. I want to do it, but I want to make sure you all are up for it as well. Comment below if you want it. Give me a thumbs up if you want it. All right, John, I see you want that. All right, okay. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you all are enjoying that because I got a feeling I'm gonna have to do another live special, a live stream of Thanksgiving clapbacks part 2. I'm glad to have you all joining me tonight on this Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you all are well. Hope you all and your family is safe and well too. All right, so this is the Anti-Establishment Live, okay? So glad to have you all joining me tonight. Looking forward to doing more live streams with you all. And I hope you all have yourselves a very safe and happy Thanksgiving if you're living in the U.S. If you're living everywhere else in the world, stay safe, be blessed. And if you enjoy the content that I put out there on this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. I'm Jerome Hughes, signing out for the evening. If there's more breaking news, I will be uploading it and making a video uploading it tonight. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.